So not permitted in Parsis, not permitted in Hindus. Special Marriage Act. Special Marriage Act is talking about inter-religious marriage. You remember we have discussed this in your batch of society. The Special Marriage Act में a Hindu getting married to Muslim, Muslim getting married to Christian, something can be permitted. Okay? But then Special Marriage Act provisions are not followed because your parents' permission is required for such agreement of such kind of marriage. Okay? Obviously, parents will not usually not permit for an interreligious marriage. So, Special Marriage Act के तहत under the marriage is registered under Special Marriage Act is minimum. Okay? Then we have the Sarla Mughal and Lily Thomas case, wherein conversion to Islam solely for the purpose of polygamy was removed. Okay?
And like extramarital affairs, are also considered polygamy of the
No.
This is only registered one.
Registered marriages only. Extramarital affairs are controlled under adultery law. Okay, it was initially a criminal act, now has been put up under civil offense.
Okay, so now only one marriage is
Permitted.
in those states where UCC is.
Non-UCC states also. This is applicable to entire India. Hindu Marriage Act is applicable for the rest of the. Sorry.
Like whether it's like Christian and like now are they allowed to?
Polygamy only in Islam is also permitted now.
No, but in those states where UGC
is implemented, it's not permitted. Uttarakhand में, for example, UCC implemented. Goa UCC implemented. So Muslims are also not allowed. Nobody in that state is allowed to have polygamy. Tribes also. Tribes also. UCC will encompass everybody, irrespective of tribal, non-tribal caste. Okay, what are the reasons for occurrence of polygamy, existence of polygamy in India? One is infertility. I told you, right? The case of Haryana. Infertility or birth of
female feticide.
That case is more of female feticide, but infertility is also cause for an important cause. Agreed. Haryana is not a specific case, but in Islam also, infertility is also a justified reason for doing polygamy. Okay? If the lady is not able to give birth to the progeny, he is permitted. The male partner is permitted to have multiple partners.
Is that legal in today's?
Polygamy in Sharia law is permitted. Hindu law. No. See, there are three major laws associated with this. Parsis ke liye to not permitted. Okay? Hindu Marriage Act ke andar not permitted.
Under any condition.
Under no condition permitted. If you are a Hindu, you are not supposed to have polygamy or any form of polygamy. Neither male nor female can have multiple partners. Okay? Hindus may not permitted, Muslims may permitted. Okay? Under certain conditions, it is permitted. Okay? Christianity may again not permitted. Special Marriage Act, two religion, religious marriage also not permitted. In Islam also it is under certain conditions. It said only. Sharia law, which also says that you will have to divide your property amongst all your female partners. One third, two third is the inheritance law. Inheritance law का 1/3, 2/3, 1/3 you have to keep for your family, 2/3 you need to keep for your family, 1/3 you can give to any outside. I'm saying total property must be divided amongst all. If you say 2/3 you must keep for your family, this 2/3 whatever number of partners you have, this 2/3 should be divided to all those number of partners. Okay? So under certain conditions, but it is permitted in Sharia. Okay? Then infertility is another major cause. Exercise of personal choice and freedom. Okay? Personal choice and freedom has also been one of the reasons for multiple marriages in India. Okay? Okay, what are the arguments against this? Why are you reading this? Why should we not have a polygamy in India?
Not even sure.
What will be the consequence?
Otherwise,
Why is it not ethical?
Because,
it is not.
What if it was a group marriage? It was ethical.
what if that?
Multiple female, multiple male.
One couple.
नहीं तब तो वो polygamy ही नहीं हुआ ना. If they are couples only, then there is no polygamy. I am saying these many 4 husbands, 4 wives. One husband can have all 4 wives. This wife can have all 4 husbands. That is. Yeah, not trying to justify polygamy. I am just asking what are the consequences of this? Why is it bad? STD. Yes, correct.
Yeah, health issue.
Hepatitis B or any form of sexually transmitted disease can take place. That's correct. And what else? Why is it a problem?
Financial problem.
Financial problem. That's correct. Financial problem. See, why is poverty a problem?
Then increase in population also.
Correct. Why? Because having multiple number of children, whatever resources are there, then you have to distribute amongst all of them. So poverty is the consequence of a population explosion, right? So similarly, if you are having multiple spouse, okay, so there will be so many children again feeding one single breadwinner and so many children to feed upon. Will lead to other health problems and other financial problems basically. उनका education poor होगा, health poor होगा, there will be overall standard of living will be poor. Okay?
Isolation in the society also.
Isolation in society, social isolation.
Both societies.
Children will face this in school. Children will face this isolation.
But then society is only every time
क्योंकि tribal society, when those people step out of their houses from outside, once they are stepping out of their houses, out of their tribal society, they will face this shame.
Yes.
Okay? So social isolation is also a genuine problem. What else will be the problem? Emotional turmoil and all that. Mental stability, well-being and all that will get affected. Okay? Most importantly, I see it is gender inequality because India mein polygyny is not very common. Polyandry is more common. Okay? So why only female? Why only female? I'm saying why single female having multiple male partners? Why is it not ulta? ठीक है, I'm saying. What about matrilineal society? Matriarchal society. But all in all, I'm saying, because tribal societies are matriarchal also, sufficiently matriarchal, but we are not having sufficient number of polygyny cases. Okay? One single female and multiple male partners are this is the most common form of marriage. Okay? Amongst polyandry and polygyny, polyandry is more common as compared to polygyny. Okay? So my question is, one of the consequences will be gender inequality. Because females will be the one who will be suffering more as compared to male. Okay? Any other? Sorry?
That's intrapersonal relations.
Too many?
Less intrapersonal relations. Too many people so you can't spend time properly with them. So mental dishonesty.
The siblings might spend more time with them, so that takes Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's true.
Mostly, most of the things that we've discussed. Health or financial constraints will be one issue. STDs will be one another issue. We are discussing about polygamy. Okay? Polygamy, क्योंकि Assam government has banned polygamy most recently. It has not completely implemented UCC. ठीक है? Uttarakhand government has completely implemented UCC. Assam government has banned polygamy. So we are discussing about the cases of polygamy. ठीक है? Polygamy में by statistics we saw that Christianity has more occurrences of polygamy as compared to Islam, mostly because of the tribal societies. Okay. Okay. So next issue is electoral bonds. You tell me, you have any idea what are electoral bonds? What are they?
You can depose if they are just any other bonds, but for the political.
Funding of the political party through elections.
Mode of donation.
Only SBI say you can buy this bond. Yes. And it is anonymous. Who is anonymous? The donor. मतलब the buyer of the electoral bond is anonymous. His name, for example, political party will not get to know whether I am Ambani or Adani or who am I. ठीक है? So, why is it running in news? Is Supreme Court has held it unconstitutional. Okay? And unanimous judgment of 5 judges fell. So all the judges have agreed that electoral bond is unconstitutional. Okay? What are electoral bonds at the first place? They are interest-free bonds, interest-free bearer instruments. What are bearer instruments? Economics. RBI is the sole seller of a bearer instrument. Sole. Okay? Plus, bearer instrument is just a paper. There is no name written on this. Okay? So, bearer instrument it will be written whoever is the owner of this bond. If by chance you can steal this from somebody, then you will become the owner. Okay? Because there is no name mentioned there over this. Currently, RBI is the only authority in India to sell a bearer instrument which does not have a name. That is why it is anonymous. Okay? And plus interest free also. So you can get the bond, but you don't expect any interest coming out of this money. Okay? Who can give? Any citizen, entity incorporated or established in India can give. Okay? So no foreign donations. Okay? This itself ensures that there will be no foreign donations to the political party, at least on paper. Okay? Citizen can buy singly or jointly. Okay? So an individual or a group of individuals also can buy electoral bonds. Okay? Who can take it as political parties? Who will be selling this? SBI in the beginning of every quarter, 15 days of every quarter. Okay? 15 days of the first month of every quarter, this can be issued. Okay? But the SBI will sell it, and there is a 15-day window wherein political party have to withdraw this money. If they don't, this will be sent back to the individual. Okay? The denominations are in 1,000 to 1 crore denominations, and donor can buy it from SBI, and this money shall be credited to the political parties. Okay? Name of the donor is confidential because it's a bearer instrument, and political parties will have a bank account. ECI can verify. Election Commission of India can verify this account. Okay? This account will be accessed by only Election Commission of India other than the political party. But they cannot publish it. Okay? They cannot publish this information. Okay? So, how does it maintain anonymity? What is the advantage of electoral bond?
I have one question. What are the other ways a normal individual can donate to a party funds? Any other ways?
Directly send it to their account. उनका जो भी बैंक अकाउंट होगा, you can issue a check there. Check is there.
That will also grant some sort of, right? People would get to.
I will only go and get this check because I want them to know that I am giving you money.
Just political.
No anonymity.
No anonymity. Okay.
But in bond also, like
When you buy it at the bank,
the
Bank
bank,
will know.
but the political party.
Political party will not get them. On paper, they will not get them. ठीक है? What is the advantage? अच्छा, what are the advantages of electoral bonds? Anonymity. So
Huge funding.
so for example, the policies will not be made in favor of a favor of an industrialist, a capitalist. Because I don't know, I am a political party, I don't know who has given me money. Okay? My task is betterment of the people, so I will be doing tasks irrespective of whoever gave me money. Okay? So proper auctioning will be carried out on paper. Okay? That is one very big advantage, the anonymity will be practiced. Okay? And because of this, we will also be ensuring that there will be no favoritism, nepotism will not be followed. Okay? Okay, what has been the verdict? Okay, first of all, it is violation of RTI itself. Kutaswamy's judgment को ही violate कर दिया. Why is it a violation of right to information? क्योंकि public is not getting to know. क्योंकि otherwise ECI is not supposed to publish that information, right? ECI can access that bank account information, but cannot publish this. That means public will not get to know कि क्या problem था, मतलब which this government is funded by which political party. ठीक है? So first of all is violation of RTI under 19(1)(a) itself. Okay? Information on funding of political parties is essential and is missing from this bond scheme. So we will have to withdraw from this scheme. Okay? Economic inequality contributes to political inequality also. So for example, I am not able to contribute to that political party. So the political party will not be taking decisions in my favor. Okay? So economic inequality, because I am poor, will lead to my political inequality, less representation of my voice. Okay? Curbing circulation of black money. The question that Supreme Court was answering, the government says that by using electoral bonds, we will also be curbing the circulation of black money. That is also one very big advantage. Very big advantage. Because now after the electoral bond scheme was introduced, it was said that any political party को no other donation can be carried out other than an electoral bond. ठीक है? मतलब वो जो ट्रक लोड हो के कैश जाता है पॉलिटिकल पार्टी को, all of this cannot happen. Only through electoral bonds you can donate to the political party. That's a major advantage because black money will not be, मतलब there will be no circulation of black money.
But if it is money laundered and it is split into many people, the way this flies black money and then it is donated, then black money can easily be inserted into a political.
हाँ, but it is let's say कि 5 crores का black money है. I have divided into 5 parts.
No, more than 5, let's say some 100 parts. It's not even 5 lakh each. And if 100 people donated to the same party, it will be legally inserted into the.
So at least state bank will get to know कि same political party को these many different people are getting sending money. ठीक है? If every individual is able to send 5 lakh, at least state bank can question कि आपके पास इतना पैसा कहाँ से आया?
5 lakh is not a major money, so.
Agreed, but if you have to question, this can come up.
Then one more thing is that there is one source which is distributed to 100 people. Obviously, that source, if you track that source.
But that is outside the purview of this. That's a black money.
Yeah, because if you divide into 5 crores into 100 people, so there's one source or maybe 2-3 sources where the money is split onto people. That source can be.
जो demonetization में हुआ, what happened in demonetization? One person having 50,000 rupees in his bank account has distributed 10,000 rupees in everybody's hand and asked him कि आप all of you keep 10,000 rupees, you give it to me later on 6 months later. ठीक है? So this black money got converted into white money, right? This could be possible, I'm saying, but state bank will have this account put in its knowledge. So, for example, IT department asks state bank, they will say, this much money, all these people have sent it to this political party. At least it will be visible form of transaction. Okay? Invisible form of transaction nahi hoga. Any transaction done by bank accounts is a visible form of transaction, will be in the eyes of IT department also.
So this info can be shared with Union IT also.
IT so yes, because it is also a taxable amount. Sorry, this is not a taxable amount, but IT information, IT can access this information for sure. Okay. So Supreme Court is also answering this question, curbing the circulation of black money. If that is your intention, can you violate RTI? Okay. So Supreme Court says that RTI ka violation shall only be done on the basis of Article 19(2). What is Article 19 ka 2?
It is against Article 91A. The conditions limits 91A.
Reasonable restrictions are mentioned under Article 19(2). What are they?
Sovereignty and
Sovereignty, unity,
public.
Disturbance of law and order. Okay. So Supreme Court said that only 19(2) can be the condition for violation of RTI. This curbing of black money is not the sense for violation of RTI. If you have to curb black money, you will have to find out alternative route. You cannot switch on, you cannot cancel on RTI. Okay. It also says, does not mention curbing black money. Okay. Supreme Court says that curbing black money, this cannot be necessary. This is not something which is imperative as a consequence of electoral bonds. There are alternative routes wherein black money can be converted into white money and still can be spent through electoral bonds. Okay. And is also against the proportionality principle. The proportionality principle of RTI says that what is the proportion of advantage if you are curbing the RTI? Okay? If the proportion of advantage on public is higher, then you can curb on RTI. That was Kottapalya's judgment. Okay? Kottapalya's judgment said that 19(2) can be the basis of violation of RTI, or along the proportionality principle. If RTI is some information we are trying to hide, anonymous information we are trying to keep, so it should benefit the public on a large scale. Okay? So it is also against the proportionality principle. That is why Supreme Court said that we need to stop making use of electoral bonds. Okay? Then right to privacy of donor. Is it because we have to maintain anonymity of donor, so we are violating RTI? Can this be possible? Okay, here we are trying to hide the name of the donor, right? Here we are trying to hide the name of the donor. Right to privacy of donor for the infringement of RTI, is it possible? Okay, so Supreme Court says that political alignment को hide करना is a different thing, and money donor का name hide करना is a different thing. Okay, Supreme Court said that if I am having some kind of political alignment, I as an Ambani have some kind of political alignment, I can hide it. I have that right. Okay, but if I'm donating some money to the political party, then you don't need to hide this. Okay, the question that Supreme Court was answering was right to privacy of donor. This is right to privacy of donor, that I don't want to be named if I am donating to the political party. Can this be violation of RTI? Okay, Supreme Court says that your political alignment you can hide, but if you are a donor to political party, you don't need to hide this. Okay, right to privacy of political affiliation. Okay, this is not equal to the corporate contribution. This is different. Corporate contribution is money involvement, and political affiliation is your emotions. That you can hide, but not money. Okay. Plus, unlimited political contribution by companies. Companies Act was amended. Okay. Companies Act 2013 was amended. Any company can make unlimited donations to political party without informing even the shareholders of that company. Okay. So this was also removed by Supreme Court and said, this is also unconstitutional. Unconstitutional itself. Okay. Article 182, section 182(3), subsection 3 was amended. You don't have to remember this. Only Companies Act 2013 is sufficient. Companies Act 2013 has been amended. You can make unlimited donations to a political party without informing the shareholders. This is also unconstitutional. Okay. What is the argument in favor of electoral bonds? Now what? The biggest problem of declaring electoral bonds as unconstitutional is the election year itself. Okay? जो मिलना था वो मिल गया. Whatever a political party should have got has already got. Okay? So now the question is, now what? So Supreme Court has said that whatever has been your donations, you need to now publish this information to ECI, and ECI will present this to the Parliament. Okay? Now let us see how much of it comes. I'll tell you why is it much more, why is the ruling party sitting at an advantageous position by declaring electoral bonds. We will discuss that, but before that we'll discuss what are the arguments in favor of electoral bond. One is anonymity. Okay? So post poll benefits will not be granted to that political party. No, sorry, that company. Contributions received through electoral bonds will be under the purview of ECI. So you can also not call it completely anonymous. ECI knows everything. Okay? Then reduction in black money as claimed by the ruling party and fixed validity of 15 days. 15 days I told you, right? Within 15 days if the money is not withdrawn by the political party, it will be returned. Okay? What are the arguments against electoral bonds? Okay? First is hide the identity only from the recipients. That is the intention. Okay? So the ruling party, for example, because it's a public sector bank, State Bank of India is a public sector bank, ruling party has a 50%, central government has 50%, more than 50% ownership of that bank. So I will remove you from the chairman and MD position if you don't tell me the information who has given me money. Yeah, that is why ruling party is sitting at the most advantageous position by declaring electoral bonds. Okay. Information asymmetry by the ruling party, rights of the shareholders of the company. This is getting hampered because shareholder is not having information, company is donating to whom. Okay. And crony capitalism. What is crony capitalism? ठीक है crony capitalism मतलब only the powerful capitalists will be able to control the politics. ठीक है, this is very common in Western countries. We do not want them to occur in India, and that is why we have ECI like bodies. ठीक है, what is the backing of ECI? Constitutional, non-constitutional, statutory, executive. Article number. I'll give you options: 200s, 300s, 400s, 100s. 100. Anybody saying 300? 324. Article 324 is ECI. Okay? And it also undermines PN3 fair elections. So अपने लिए आंसर में क्या लिखना होगा? ठीक है? Okay. More than 90% of the bonds are of higher denominations. ठीक है? 1000 से लेकर के 1 crore तक was the possible denominations, right? Most of the denominations, 90% of the bonds are from higher denominations. Okay, that means companies are the ones who are donating, not the public. Okay. Electoral bond scheme was passed as money bill. What is the advantage of passing a bill as money bill? Rajya Sabha will not have, and who declares a bill as money bill? Speaker. Okay. So both electoral bond and Aadhaar was passed as money bill. So Rajya Sabha was not having any voice. Okay. Plus it is also bearer instrument. Till now, only RBI was the sole authority to issue a bearer instrument. Now State Bank is also one of the authority to issue the bearer instrument. So this is devaluation of the power of RBI. Okay. And donation to electoral bond was kept away from the contribution report under ROPA. Okay. Representation of People's Act also has a contribution report. Which political party has got how much amount of money. Okay. Electoral bonds in मिला हुआ पैसा is kept away from contribution report, and no other money is permitted to a political party. That means all the money that are going to political party are kept away from contribution report. Okay. By statistics, 80% of the electoral bonds were bought for only like 80% of the electoral bonds. Okay. That itself shows. Okay, okay. That also shows alignment of the companies. Okay? But that also shows how electoral bond itself has failed. Okay? Because companies are knowing कि political party को तो पता ही है कि who is getting money. So why to spend it on the party who is about to fail? The party which is about to win, we will be funding that party. Okay? Okay. About the state funding of elections. State funding of elections के लिए Indrajit Gupta committee. Indrajit Gupta committee had suggested on this, but ये possible नहीं है as per law commission. Indrajit Gupta committee has recommended for state funding, that the government itself should be funding elections. Okay? But this is not possible as per law commission. Okay? National electoral frauds, funds distribution in proportion to the votes received. So there is one option. There is one option key which political party has got how much votes in the previous election will be the basis of distribution of money. Okay, that is one option. Another option is cap anonymous donations. Okay, to 20 crore or 20% of the total funds received by the political party, say beyond anonymous donations should not be carried out. Okay. Complete ban on cash donations and company's contribution may party-wise contribution in profit and loss. So, if a company is contributing to the political party and the company's share improves, then the political party ka money will increase. If the company's share deprives, then the political party ka money will also decrease, depending whether the company is earning. But I don't think this is a very feasible solution.
No, it is not taxable.
Not taxable. Huh?
These can use it to avoid tax.
They do it for evading tax. And get postponed benefits also. Yeah. ये सब law commission का recommendation तो might be required. Okay, we are done with. Where do I click to exit? Oh. Okay. Then we have MSP. I will not ask who prepares MSP now. What? You remember that?
Yeah.
Who prepares MSP?
Recommended.
Yeah. You have to tell me the seasons. What are the 3 agricultural seasons? Rabi, when is it planted? When cropped? When is it harvested?
The summer.
I mean, very good in this. Rabi and Kharif, not summer, monsoon. Main time. Harvested in October.
Rabi is sown in the month of October, retreating monsoon ka season. Okay? Harvested in the month of April, March, April. Okay? This is Rabi. Kharif is rainy season. And June, July, August, September. Okay? And Zaid is in between. वो September के आसपास मतलब September to just above retreating monsoon we have Zaid. Zaid में mostly horticultural crops are grown. Very short duration crops. Rabi is for
March, April.
Zaid नहीं after Rabi, then Kharif, then Zaid. After Kharif we have Zaid. Yeah, we cannot be something like that.
Yes, after in between, right? Between of Rabi and
Between Kharif and Rabi, right? Yes. So Rabi, then Kharif, then Zaid. So how can it be summer season?
It's telling that between Rabi, harvest time and then Kharif.
So in time.
Yeah.
No, I am saying.
That's what you're telling me.
Okay. But I am pretty sure. Zaid. March.
March.
Rabi, harvest and Rabi, Zaid and then Kharif.
Rabi, it's even Rabi, October, and then December it's harvested. And then Kharif, June it's sown and
Right, so after harvest of Rabi and before sowing of Kharif.
Kharif. October to April is Rabi, then Kharif, and then
See, which website?
Random website. But
I also do have this one. But after Kharif harvest and before sowing Rabi it is done.
yes.
है ना? अच्छा ठीक है. Then come back. No confusion. You checked it, Prashant? Okay. So Rabi crops. We are starting to discuss Rabi crops. Rabi crops में क्या क्या आते हैं ये आइए. ठीक है. Wheat, barley, masoor, gram, rape seeds. What is the difference between rape seeds and mustard? You know what is rye and what is sarson?
Sunshine mustard.
हाँ.
One is used for cooking, the black one. But this is only for all this.
Both are that. Both are
Same
small.
family.
Both are. Huh? They are for same family. That is correct. Rye is for. Rye is a very small form of mustard. Mustard is bigger. Rye is very small. What you have seen कि तड़का लगाते हैं by curry and rapeseed. Curry and rapeseed we make use of. And mustard you don't उससे तड़का नहीं लगाते हैं. That we will use it for oil extraction only. ठीक है? So that is rapeseed and mustard. This is the current MSP. Current MSP of wheat, barley, gram, masoor, and rapeseed as well as mustard. Quintal. Okay, per quintal. What is quintal? This is sown during retreating monsoon, which is the month of October, November. Okay, and harvested in the month of April and May. Okay. What is the wheat cultivation? Rabi ka cultivation conditions is warm climate is required during germination. Winter is required. मतलब lower temperatures are required for the growth of the plant. When you are germinating, you need warmer conditions. Cold climate for growth, and other crops are cultivated in Rabi season. So rice is also, see, this will cause confusion. Because rice we studied as a kharif crop, right? But there is a variety of rice which is grown in Rabi also. Wheat is majorly a Rabi crop, but there is a variety of wheat which is grown in kharif also. Okay? But we are studying the dominant part. That if it is large part of it is being cultivated in a particular season, we will be studying that season only. Okay? So beginning with these crops one by one, first is wheat. Okay? This is the area of cultivation. Area of cultivation, Haryana, Punjab, UP, MP. What is the soil quality? It is clay plus loam. What is loam? What is clay? What is sand?
No force between the soil and this way.
It has the highest retention of water. Sand has lowest retention of water. It is much more.
So
This combination of both.
exactly. Loam is a combination. So soil will undergo this change. Soil itself will undergo this change. It first becomes granular, big stones.
That is low.
No. So it is in terms of soil structure, size. This is the smallest. This is medium. This is largest. And that is why no water retention. Because largest mother, there will be more gap between the two particles, so more water will be allowed to percolate. Clay is very small. Okay? Very small in size, so it will not allow water to percolate. It will hold water, so it has a highest retention capacity. If you touch a wet clay, okay, it will, in its pure form, it will be sticky also. Okay? Sand is not sticky. You pick it up, it release it, everything will be gone. Okay? So clay plus loam is the requirement for wheat. Okay? This is the requirement for wheat cultivation. Wheat otherwise is a grass or a shrub or a herb or a tree. Moderate water holding capacity. So it should avoid any wheat cultivating field should avoid water holding capacity. It should not have water logging capabilities. Otherwise, it will spoil the crop. Okay? So it is very much sensitive to water logging. This is the cultivation area. Okay? Yeah, mostly it is done. Or done, the pulses. Okay? Otherwise, this is the area. Okay? Talking about the largest producers in the world. Okay, sorry. Fertilizer component required is nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. You have to tell me if this is 120 kg per hectare, what should be phosphorus, what should be potassium?
68 watts. Other than why 230? 230.
Sulfur and zinc are other major requirements for wheat cultivation. Okay? Zinc and sulfur are other requirements other than NPK. Zinc and sulfur are other requirements. Huh? That is the name of the fertilizer. Okay? Plus, zinc is also very much required in the Indo-Gangetic plain. वहाँ पे zinc का content is also less. ठीक है? Climatic requirement is full moist. वो तो हम लोग देख ही लिए. That is true for all rabi conditions. When you are sowing it, it requires warmer conditions. But for its growth, it requires colder conditions. ठीक है? Other micronutrients required are zinc, boron, molybdenum, iron and copper. इतना नहीं देते हैं हम लोग. We go for only nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. ठीक है? Can I finish the slide?
Is also mostly used.
Wheat. हाँ, I'm telling you, zinc का condition is मतलब mostly required in the Indo-Gangetic plain. वहाँ पे zinc का component is already less. ठीक है, where we can this one.
Because of sulfur, we learn
Micronutrients में तो नहीं होगा ना. If it is excess only, in that case it will be causing problem.
I've seen.
No. Sulfur toxicity of it. That would be very much.
High levels for any element, if it is more than its required amount, only in that case it will be problematic, right? Otherwise, it's not. Yeah. Okay, significant increase from 2004-5.